I built an email-driven approval engine for my SAP automation. A request arrives through Outlook. The Mobility Engine validates it, places it into an approval queue, waits for authorization, and only then hands it over for SAP execution. Everything was working. Until after midnight, when I approved request 0032. And the engine told me, Mobility ID not found. I spent almost an hour debugging the problem. And what I discovered actually made me trust the engine more. SAP Mobility Engine Approval Control. Part 1: Why validation isn't enough. In the previous stage of the Mobility Engine, we protected SAP from bad requests. Missing material? Reject it. Quantity entered as text instead of a number? Reject it and move it into the error workflow. But there is another question. Suppose everything is valid. Material exists. Quantity is numeric. Plant, storage location, cost center, and movement type are acceptable. Should the automation immediately execute the SAP transaction? For this workflow, my answer is no. Valid means the request is technically acceptable. It does not mean the request has been authorized. Part 2: Pending approval. So after validation succeeds, the request enters another state. Pending approval. At this point, the Mobility Engine has accepted the request. But SAP execution is blocked. Outlook also becomes part of the audit trail. The request email records that validation passed and that authorization is now required. Part 3: Human approval by email. To approve the request, I send a simple approval command through Outlook. But the command doesn't merely say approve 0032. It contains the full Mobility ID. That distinction became very important later. When the listener detects the command, the approval engine extracts the Mobility ID and searches the queue for that exact request. It then checks the current state. Only a request waiting for approval should pass this gate. Part 4: Successful approval workflow. When the request is found and its current state is pending approval, several things happen. The queue status changes to approved. The original Outlook request is updated. The approval event is appended to the audit trail. And the approval command itself is moved to archive. That last step is important because the listener checks Outlook repeatedly. Once consumed, the command should not remain available to be processed again. Part 5: The Midnight Incident. Slow. This is the main story. And then came request 0032. I sent the approval. The listener detected it. The approval engine received it. And then, Mobility ID not found. 10 seconds later, the listener found the command again. Same result. Mobility ID not found. Again. And again. I could see request 0032, so I started debugging the approval code. After almost an hour, I finally noticed the real problem. The date had changed. Part 6: Why the ID didn't match. My Mobility IDs follow this structure. Mob date sequence number. The approval command was looking for Mob 202607330-0032. But after midnight, the actual request identity was Mob 202607331-0032. The final sequence number was the same. But the Mobility ID was not. And the engine refused to assume that a request ending in 0032 must be the request I intended to approve. At first, this looked like an irritating bug. But think about what would have happened if the engine had simply searched for the final 4 digits. It could potentially authorize the wrong request. So the failure exposed something valuable. Approval must target an exact identity. Part 7: The resolution. Directed the approval command to use the proper mobility ID. And watch what happens. Mobility ID found at row 33. Current status, pending approval. Original request email updated to approved. Request approved. Approval command moved to archive. And then we reach the final handoff. Approved rightward arrow executing. Part 8: Why SAP doesn't execute yet. But there is one more line here that matters. SAP execution intentionally not started. That is deliberate. Lesson 538 ends at the boundary between authorization and execution. We have now demonstrated that the request can travel through controlled states. Received. Validated. Pending approval. Approved. And finally executing. The next stage is where this controlled handoff actually triggers the SAP process. What started as email-driven SAP automation is now becoming a controlled workflow engine. Bad requests can be quarantined. Valid requests can wait for authorization. Approval commands are tied to exact mobility IDs. State changes are recorded in the audit trail. And only an approved request reaches the execution boundary. And perhaps the most interesting lesson came from the failure after midnight. Good automation should not guess when authorization is involved. If you're following the SAP Mobility Engine series, subscribe, because next we'll take the request from executing into the actual SAP transaction.